John, what's going on? Forensic Golf, Doc Blade. So I'm gonna do a quick video, and I hate when I say I'm gonna do a quick video because it always winds up being 20-25 minutes, but I'm gonna try to stay under 6 to 7 minutes on this one. And I just want to talk about how we are setting up in our premium setup. As you notice, I've talked about the premium setup a lot the last 6-7 months. And the reason why is because I know the premium setup is going to help you improve your game. And again, I don't care if you play rotary golf, rotational golf, stack and tilt, natural golf, traditional golf. I don't care what kind of golf you play. The principles of the premium setup are going to actually help you. Do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. It makes a huge difference. Those subscriptions are going up, and I do appreciate that. And hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. But most of all, leave a comment. So today I want to talk about how we set up with our stands. And this is going to be for no matter what type of golf you subscribe to, what kind of method or theory you subscribe to. But I want you to play around with different stances. So say the traditional railroad track. Here we go. All right, we set up railroad track, everything's parallel. And I want you to hit a shot. Okay. I'm inside today for a minute. Got lessons outside. I want you to pay attention to that shot. Okay, the numbers don't look too bad, you know what I'm saying? You know. And then I want you to take another swing. I want you to set up like Lee Trevino. A little bit open. All right, there you go. I want you to take a shot. Okay, well, I was open. That ball should be a little bit of a push, all right? But then I want you to do the opposite also. So we set up on the railroad tracks, square. We set up a little bit open with the target side shoulder open. We set up with parallel, I call it the railroad tracks. The ball's on one track and the feet are on the other tracks and the shoulders are parallel, even with that, right? And then the next one is gonna be what I call close. So set the club face up and then close that off. And I want you to stay there and hit a shot. All right. Well, that one didn't pick up. Let's do that one again. We're just gonna close it off a little bit. Boom, closed. All right, that should pick up. There you go. That's revealing the closed stance, right? So every ball has done what it was supposed to do just based on my stance, right? The railroad track, the ball went pretty straight. The open stance, the ball was a little bit of a push to the right. The closed stance, a little bit of a pull to the left, right? And I want you to play around with those to find out your happy medium. Look at the numbers when I just closed but didn't do nothing else. Now, watch what I'm going to do. We set it up, close it off like I like to do. Piston pivot, anchor your weight. And there you go. And that's for me, it's my best, most efficient setup. Smash factor went up again. I want you to try it again. I'm gonna do a little open stance. Open. Piston pivot, anchor my weight. Alrighty. I had to reach for that ball because of the open stance. Let's hit another one. Let's give that ball a fair chance. All the balls are going further now just because of the piston pivot. Open stance, piston pivot, anchor my weight. There we go. Square stance, piston pivot, anchor my weight. Railroad track, piston pivot, anchor my weight. Okay, there you go. And then close it off. piston pivot, anchor my weight, swing out to be in. There you go, right there. So what I did, I'm just simply playing around with different stances. Square, what we call the railroad tracks, open, and then closed, and then I'm adding the premium setup to those three stances. I'm doing it square, I'm doing it open, and I'm doing it closed. And that's gonna really, really help you out finding your sweet spot. So here we go. We're gonna add the premium setup to all of them. Square, piston pivot, anchor your weight. All right. Open. Shoulder open. Piston pivot, anchor my weight. Good ball right there. Yeah, that's it. Well, manufactured cut with the premium setup, right? And then close. Close it off. Piston pivot, anchor my weight. Perfect ball right there. See that? 3 different ball shapes simply by changing my stance and adding the premium setup. So I know somebody said, well, hey, I want to be able to hit all my different shots. I just showed you a trick. Not a trick, I just showed you how the science works, because you got to think about it. Golf is all about math, it's all about angles, it's about forces, it's about numbers. That's why you see all these numbers at the bottom. When you see the 16 data points, those data points are all about numbers, which is math. So now you know how you can start shaping your shot. And don't be afraid to tinker. You know, get out there and say, let me hit 5 or 6 shots with a square, railroad tracks. Let me hit 5 or 6 shots with a Lee Trevino, which I call Lee Trevino. And then let me hit 5 or 6 shots where close, and then add the principles of the premium setup to those, all right? And the next video we'll do is gonna be how do you start shaping your windows, coming out different windows. And that's really fun to do, coming out the different windows. But as you can see, all great numbers. With all those shots right there, that's the one I love the most, when I close the shoulders off and I piston pivot, anchor my weight, and I swing along the body line. I swing out to in with speed, and smash factor goes up, the ball goes up, the spin factor, everything's just really, really nice when I do it like that. But you're gonna find out your happy zone. About 4 years ago, I was doing more of an open stance, Lee Trevino, and I was piston pivot and anchor my weight. And that was the shot I was hitting back at that time right there. Really good ball, right down the target line, beautiful ball, okay? But now all those shots are in my golf toolbox, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So I know I can hit it, you know. Very rare where I use the railroad track. Very rare, because the railroad tracks takes a lot of rhythm, tempo, and timing, right? Boom. So I slowed down with that one, which is not gonna get as much distance, but I know for me, the railroad track one is the one I have to pay more attention to. And I only use that shot like for controlled shots. Usually when I wanna feather a ball into the green, you know, fast greens, I want to feather that ball in, make it land like a butterfly with her feet, I'll use the railroad track stance and a piston pivot, anchor my weight, because that has a tendency to get a higher launch angle, which gives me a higher descent, and you can see the spin numbers just shoot through the roof, and you only lose about 5 or 6 yards on that. So it's a really, really good shot when I really want to just feather a shot into the green. But that's part of you getting out on the golf course and knowing that to become a better golfer, you're going to have some training time and some golf time. And how you combine those is going to make a difference. Hey, I hope you like this video. I just want to come out here and tell you about the beauty of different stances. It make a huge difference, but the one common thing was I applied the principles of the premium setup. So it didn't make a difference if I was open, square, or closed, right? I applied the principles of the premium setup and I was able to hit really, really consistent good shots. 13 really good shots, all right? 13 really good shots. So again, I ask you, why are you not adding the principles of the premium setup to your golf swing? Take care, keep grinding. Remember, the journey does require work. Get out there and have some fun, folks. Have some fun. Get out on that golf course. Take care.